Howdy guys, welcome back to another Gooober Acres devlog. Sound effects. It's the big chunk of change that I've been working on here. Um, I haven't added every single sound effect to the game, but I'd say of what is currently in the game, I've added most of them. Uh, Took a long time to kind of run around to different websites, find sounds that are completely free. I didn't want there to be any issues with like copyright or, using somebody's work without their permission, pretty much. And so doing that and then finding ones that are okay to edit, editing them just to make sure that it kind of like fits the game a little better. Definitely not perfect with it where it's currently at, but I am a fan of how it's coming along so far. But here we are. We're in the game. You can hear the music. Music's kind of nice. It fits the theme of the game pretty well. It maybe not perfect, but I think in terms of free music, I don't know if I'm gonna beat it. I mean, honestly, I'm a huge fan. The tune of it, I've been getting stuck in my head, which is pretty cool. So, but yeah, here we are. I got gun sound effects. I added a few new guns right here, so let's see. Let's grab some of these new guns I got going on. Got shotgun shells. So I added a rifle, which it shoots the medium ammo. Okay, what's wrong with this reload? Oh, I know what's wrong with it. Here we go with the ammo. Then we got. Alright, so the rifle. Then we got a minigun. This is my favorite. It's pretty cool. Huge fan of that. And then with the shotguns, I changed how the reload is for these. So in the past, it would just reload all of it at once, but now it's one at a time, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so sound effects. Let's go ahead and get to the Gooober map. So I added 2 new Goobers. They're pretty cool. One of them is a little Gooober, and one of them's a really big Gooober. So let's see, let's let them get up. So here's a little Gooober. They run a little faster. They're kind of goofy looking and have less health and do less damage, but yeah. And when I implemented them, there's been a little glitch where they can just kind of run around with their head off. I don't know. I might keep that. I don't know. I think it's funny. It is a little weird, but it seems to only happen to those Goobers. I'm not sure why. Maybe the map on me is just a little off. But either way, it's pretty funny. Added that, and then here's the big Gooober. Oh, there's a big Gooober. Look at him. More health. Bigger hitboxes and all that. More damage. Slower moving though, so they're really more of a just kind of bullet sponge / don't get cornered by kind of deal. Less of a huge issue. But yeah, just to kind of spice things up. I do like the big Gooober. It is like that bigger scale. I think definitely adds to the game. And then the small ones are just they're funny and a little annoying. Which I think it's kind of some diversity, some a little unique. But yeah, worked on guns, added a few new guns, added these 2 new Goobers, sound effects is a big one, and then I also added grenades. So let's do all. Alright, so let's check out these grenades. So they bounce off walls, which is pretty cool, and then they just kind of bounce around and then they blow up. the explosion kind of scales its damage based off of like how far they are from the grenade. So if they're like right on it, they'll do more damage than if they're right on the edge of it. They're not fully implemented, like they kind of just come out, like they don't, there's no throwing animation or anything. And I also want to make it where you can like cook the grenade before you throw it. So they're not like set in stone done, but I thought it was pretty cool. That's a good start for the grenades. And they're very handy because these goobers love to bunch up. So I do think grenades are going to be like a huge part of the game and kind of you know, trying to survive kind of deal. But yeah, that's really what I've been working on. Next I'm gonna do is I really need to clean everything up and get this trailer out. I have to get this trailer out. I gotta get the store page up. It's just I'm running out of time. Game development I don't think ever goes as fast as you're hoping. You're always hearing about in the industry that, you know, with delays and stuff, it's just, there's a lot to do. There's just so much to do, especially if you're just one person, and depending on how ambitious the game is, it adds up really fast. And so I gotta get this trailer out, get the store page out, so I can hopefully get the game on Steam here pretty soon. Because yeah, time is just, I'm running out. But yeah, so hopefully this next video will be the store page. That'd be awesome. But yeah, thank you for watching.